Hello everyone and welcome to 3ds Max VTM issue number 3, Introduction to Poly Modeling. This VTM has been sponsored by Discrete, so I'd like to take just a second and thank Discrete for helping bring this VTM to all of you guys just a little bit faster than normal. And also I'd like to encourage everybody to go over to the Discrete website at discrete.com and take a look around. They've got some fantastic stuff over there, especially as far as e-learning is concerned. So go take a look at it. Now, before we get started in things, I'd like to take just a second and go through some little basic introductions. My name is Jason Busby, also known as Buzz, and I will be your instructor, if you want to look at it that way, for the next couple of hours. And sitting over to the right of me, I've got Logan joining us. Logan's also known as Jayhawk on the forums. How's it going tonight, Logan?
Going good.
Going real good now that you're not in there programming, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Logan has been working like a madman over the last few weeks, preparing a new system that's going to be introduced on 3D Buzz that's going to get a lot of people really excited in the very near future. Now, unfortunately, I can't really go into any details with the exception of saying it's some cool stuff. So hang in there and you guys will know what I'm talking about soon enough, but I think it's going to change the way that you may be perceiving and using some of the VTMs in the near future. What do you think?
Tease, tease.
Yeah, tease, tease. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so real quick about 3D Buzz. For those of you guys that are new to 3D Buzz, we're about providing quality education free of charge. So you should have come about this VTM absolutely free, whether we mailed it to you or you downloaded it from the site or one of your friends burned a copy and gave it to you, which is absolutely fine. What we don't want you to do is turn around and sell this VTM. That's a no-no. We also do not want you to take this VTM and put it up on Kazaa or any other type of peer-to-peer networking system that will allow access to it by millions of people. We want to kind of keep control of how these things are distributed. Now, that does not mean that you can't go and burn copies off for all of your friends up at school. That's absolutely cool. But just, no Kazaa, okay? So let's be cool about that. All right, so a couple other things real quick about 3D Buzz. If you just happen to be coming into this VTM late, in other words, it's the first one you've ever seen, it's issue 3, and you're a complete beginner to 3ds Max, you may want to head on over to the website and get issues 1 and 2 before watching this specific issue, for the simple fact that some of the things we may be talking about would be confusing. What do you think, Logan?
Yeah, got to go through stuff in order.
Yeah, exactly. So someone who's never seen Max before may get a little confused this time around because we're not going to be covering a basic, it's going to be a basic VTM, but we're not going to be covering basic manipulation around inside the UI itself. So just head on over to the website. You can download it after logging in. You can simply go to the download section located in your sidebar on the left-hand side and download issues 1 and 2 from there. Or if you just happen to be on the net with a very slow connection, you can simply subscribe. Make sure you take the time to read the frequently asked questions section in the forums because we tell you how you can speed up the way that we ship these VTMs out to you. We've got, about 33,000 members now, at least at the point that we're recording this video, which is right now, and that can make it take a while to get to you because this thing is basically funded out of my own pocket and a little bit of assistance from our sponsors as well. So with that, just letting you guys know, head on over there and check it out if you're coming into this late. So let's go ahead and spend a second and start talking a little bit about this particular VTM. It's a unique VTM. The idea behind it is to provide you with a basic understanding of working with the editable poly, this guy right here. All right? Now, we're not going to come into this VTM modeling a character, modeling a car, or anything super exciting like that. That stuff is coming. Okay, I just want you to understand how I've got the next couple of VTMs planned now that we're actually getting into modeling. And we're going to stay in modeling for a while. So in other words, it's not going to be like this is going to be a modeling VTM and then the next VTM, issue number 4, is going to switch to animation or something like that. We're going to stay focused on modeling for a while now. Now, with the poly modeling, my goal for this particular VTM is to introduce you to the editable poly and for us to come over here into all of its different parameters and tools that are available and start actually going through them. Not every single one, but we're going to go through quite a few of them and see some of the neat things we can do. Like here, we can go in here and turn NURBs on and up our iterations a few, and then let's go ahead and drop down into a sub-object level, and we can start manipulating things, or we can go in here and start selecting, if we wanted to, different polygons. And let's see, I don't know, what would be interesting real quick. Things like how the slice plane works, or how we could go in and use quick slice real fast to go in here. You can see how I can interactively cut, yada, yada, yada. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we're going to be taking a look at. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm preparing you for the next VTM. In issue number 4, we're going to have a modeling project. I'll give you some hints. It's going to be a modeling project. The whole VTM is going to be focused on how to model something specific. And guess what? It's related to characters. That's all I'll say at the moment. It's coming, and it's not going to be far away. You're going to have it in less than 4 weeks if everything goes well. So the idea of this one here is to get you up and running with all of the different tools and then get you playing with them. At the very end of this particular VTM, we will add something simple, some sort of basic modeling thing, just so that you'll see some of the things that we have covered here basically put into action, if you will. And that'll give you something to play with while you're waiting for the next VTM to be released. So let's see. Is there anything else that we want to talk about? I'm trying to think here. I think, for the most part, that's about it, with the exception of saying that this VTM, you're going to see that all the lessons are going to be laid out in such a way that it should be relatively easy to use this particular VTM as sort of a video reference system, if you will. In other words, if you want to come back in at a later time and you want to learn something about one of these particular rollouts, you'll be able to quickly identify what section by looking at the lesson titles, go into it, and get more information if you kind of forgot something or don't want to go digging through the manuals because you just happen not to like them. Logan, is there anything that you can think of that I may be leaving out?
So you got your own video quick reference.
Your own video quick reference. That's pretty cool. So then that doesn't mean that basically the viewports are going to be empty the entire time. No, not at all. I'm going to be doing examples of how the tools work just to kind of reinforce what I'm explaining to you. So hope you're able to appreciate the method that I plan on teaching modeling. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. And the next lesson, we're going to actually take a look at the poly mesh.